Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building. And y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we get down. Before you even get started, do your boy a solid. I mean, a true solid. And hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your post notification bell on so you'll know when we going live and dropping this heat. You don't want to miss this action because I'm telling you, I'm bringing you bangers. We got another banger because our resident guy today, the scorekeeper, is in business.
Got the whole town listen. Yeah. I'm the scorekeeper. Got the whole crowd with me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the scorekeeper. Got the whole town listen. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the scorekeeper is in the building today. And he's just in there cooking, doing what he's doing. Jason Llyod hating, Bull spewing nonsense, still hating. All this hate for two quarterbacks. Well, I can't say for these two because they're not Cleveland Browns fans anyway. So they really don't care. But as for Jason Llyod, why does he even cover Cleveland? Why does he even cover football? Jason Llyod needs to stick to basketball because he clearly has no idea about what's going on in this sport, and he has no clue about what they are doing in that building. See, you lost your contact. Your contact wasn't doing you no good anyway, out here making you look like a fool. Jason Llyod wants Shedeur gone because he don't want to feel this heat no more. It's getting hot over there in that little kitchen. He tired of getting called out by the aunties. He tired of these videos being made about him looking and sounding like an idiot. But our resident guy, G. Bush, is in the building, live on UCSS, and he is cooking. And we finna go through it. So y'all go get y'all a drink. Get your drink. Hurry up. Pause the video. Pause it right now. Go get you a little soda. Get you some juice. Because we finna get down. Y'all ready to go? I am. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Snacks fans all around the world, turn your speakers up. Check one, check two, check two, check two, check two. Hey, hey, hey. We live now.
To the CU aunties,
To the CU aunties,
to the Snacks family,
to the Snacks family,
to Colorado,
to the Cleveland Browns
to
fans,
Browns Nation,
to Browns Nation.
Love Nation.
Get ready to witness something spectacular. Woo! Woo! Big Snacks is taking the mic. Sports culture life, we bringing it all tonight. From shedeursanders to coachprime, from Colorado football to them Cleveland Browns headlines. You already know what time it is. Shout out G. Bush. Shout out K-Set. Shout out Auntie Faye. Shout out FBT. Shout out Money Man. Shout out Magno TV. Shout out Well Off Media. Hey, the whole squad locked in. This is the Yosh Network. Black-owned culture driven, built different. And when Big Snacks hit that screen, you already know what one of the commentators from the Sports Life Trill podcast said. Time for another banger. Hey, let's get this work. It gets dangerous. Big Snacks in the building. Stand up. See you aunties, I see y'all. Browns Nation, let's ride. Buff Nation, let's work. Your boy Snacks. And we just getting started. Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks.
And we just get started. If you ain't already know, we in here. It's another banger. And we live in the hood. Because G. Bush is getting ready to cook these fools live on air. If you didn't witness it, I got you. But we finna get started. Because, well, I'm just going to let Bull tell you what we talking about today. I ain't going to even go into it.
In the second hour of the program, but we're going to begin the second hour talking about Shedeursanders and the alleged trade rumors, G. Bush trade rumors. G. Bush is going to join us for this conversation as well. Is he with us?
G is with us. Yeah, what's up, G? How you doing? First time I think he's ever called in as a guest of UCSS, but he wasn't here on Tuesday when we talked about the first round of Shedeur trade rumors. And we figured if we're going to be talking Shedeur trade rumors involving the Browns quarterback, we got to have our man G. Bush in the building. What up, G?
Hey, man, y'all got to step y'all energy up, bro. Y'all looking real sad, bro. It's a funeral. What's going on today, bro? Your energy is low. Y'all sitting around looking. Okay, so y'all good? Y'all all right, fellas?
We're waiting for you to help pick up the energy here.
Yeah, there we go. We got the energy back in the building. Right, let's ride. What we talking about?
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
so he come in on a dead set. They ain't hype. They ain't got no energy. How you hosting a TV show and you slumped though? You look like you don't want to be there. We already know you don't want to talk about the subject you're talking about. Well, we finna get it started. Let go.
Earlier this week,
go ahead.
There was reports, rumors, whatever, that the Browns may be listening to trade rumors for Shedeursanders. Then yesterday, Jeremy Fowler of ESPN had this to say about the Browns quarterback. Quote, the Shedeursanders doesn't get the job. Is he the right backup for your team? I don't know the answer to that. Maybe he is. And he is a young player, so he's got some time. I still go back to he was a 5th-round pick. I think if Shedeur were to lose the job, it would be interesting to see how he handles that. And if the Browns feel like maybe there's some tension there, maybe they do facilitate a trade. Mary Kay, in her column yesterday, had this to say about the possibility of the Browns listening to trade rumors and trade calls for Shedeursanders. Mary Kay said, quote, sources say nothing has changed in the Browns quarterback competition since the end of minicamp when Coach Monken declined to set his depth chart and revealed that he'll carry the two-way competition between Sanders and Watson into training camp. Teams might be asking about Sanders when talking to the Browns about other players, but they're not actively shopping their 2025 5th-round pick and aren't soliciting trade offers. Again, that could change later in the summer if Watson wins the job, but the two-way battle is set to resume July 29th. Gee, when you see both of these reports in conjunction with what we saw earlier this week, what do you make of all the hoopla?
Mary Kay's a hypocrite, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. We got a video dropping on that. But Mary Kay talking out of both sides of her neck. But we're going to do his thug thizzle
surrounding Shedeursanders and possible trade calls for the Browns' second-year quarterback.
Well, I don't really quite understand it because, from everything that we keep talking about, Todd Monken has been on record saying that he likes what Shedeursanders has done at camp. Andrew Berry's been on record saying that he likes his progression. He even actually went ahead and said he's a naturally a passer when it comes to his accuracy. He's naturally accurate passer. His quarterback coach has said, hey, man, listen, he's come miles and it's day and night. People talked about the gap that closed between Deshaun Watson and Shedeursanders from the first OTAs to the end, and then actually making this thing a competition by Todd Monken saying, I want to see him in pads. So to me, I don't know exactly where it comes from, but sometimes people say they want competition, and it seems like they run it away from competition. It does you no good. Why would you trade Shedeursanders and you've already invested this time, energy, and effort into it? Why would you get to the camp? Why would you get to the competition and say, oh, nothing here to see. No competition. We'll just give the job to somebody else. I'm like, no. Todd Monken said, look, earlier this year, he said, look, we're going to let everybody take the test. I'm not going to crown the valedictorian in high school, but I find out 3 weeks later, well, actually, the valedictorian is the only person I got a chance to take the test. We don't know actually how smart she is compared to the rest of her class. So for me, I look at it like this. It's a great opportunity for those who really want competition. We all for it because may the best man win.
Now, that's how you put up a legitimate comment, a legitimate response to a question. You give sauce. You know what I'm saying? You give what you've heard and what's been said, not just innuendo, rhetoric, and your raggedy ass opinion. See, but G. Bush just warming up. It's time to introduce the idiots, the haters, the naysayers, that don't know what the hell they talking about. People. The anybody but Shedeur clan. Here they go.
I don't think anyone is saying trade him now. Because first of all, I don't think there's any market for him. I think it's if he.
See how he tried to slide that in there? I don't think there's no market for him. How the hell you know? You don't know. Quit trying to make Shedeur be worthless. That's all you've been trying to do since he's been here. Been trying to make him be worthless. He can't do this. He don't know how to do that. He ain't learning the playbook. He don't know how to read defenses. He ain't paying attention. What else? You trying to make it seem like he's worthless. Jason, you just want Shedeur gone. Because they on your ass. And it's gonna get worse.
Loses the job, do you want him as the backup? That's what Fowler was saying. That's what Mary Kay was saying.
What do you mean, do you want him as a backup? See what I'm saying? It's the same bullshit. What do you mean, do you want Shedeur as a backup if he loses the job? Of course you do. Who else you want? Dylan Gabriel as a backup? Taylor Green as a backup? Less inexperienced people as the backup if Deshaun starts out the beginning of the season? What kind of sense does this guy make? Come on, scorekeeper. Scorekeeper.
Got the whole crowd with me.
Talk to him.
What would be the problem with him being a backup?
Everything that went on last year, do you really want to relive that?
Well, that doesn't really have anything to do with him. That has to do with the noise surrounding him.
But it
See what went on last year? What was the problem last year? Shedeur didn't present any problems last year. You had no problems out of Shedeur being the fourth string backup last season. Started all the way at the back. Where Taylor Green at right now is where Shedeur was last season. And what problems did you have out of Shedeur in that locker room, on that team? None. You have a problem with the people. Come on, Bush.
absolutely has to do with the locker room. It's 100% has to do with the locker room.
Most people in the locker room, if you go ask his team, Denzel Boston, the young guys love him. I haven't heard one teammate yet come out and say, "Oh, Shedeur was a distraction last year." As a matter of fact, I just keep hearing his teammates continue to say how much of a professional he's been, how much he continues to just go in and work. And all Todd Monken says is Shedeur's a worker. He comes in and he works. Now, I think one of the things that people get misconstrued is there's a lot of action on the internet. Yeah, so Shedeur is going to be the lightning rod off the field. So when you say Shedeursanders, it's going to be people on the left, people on the right, and they get contentious in them comment sections. But I think them comment sections ain't got nothing to do with Todd Monken. Todd Monken looks like he's ready for the comment sections. As a matter of fact, he done provided a lot of nice little quotes and different things like that. I think we get two things conflicted. We get what is Shedeursanders in the building to his coaches, to his teammates, to the people in the organization, and the things that surround Shedeursanders in the words and comments outside of the building in the internet spectrum, which can get a little back and forth.
When is the last time?
Cook 'em, Bush. Cook 'em, Bush. Things get a little perturbed on the internet, don't they? But Bush say we ain't had no problems in the locker room with his teammates because all they do is talk glowingly about it. All they do is big up him. All they do is show him, tell you about how much they respect him and all the things that he has done since he's been here. Ain't nobody had no problems out of Shedeur. You, sir, Jason Llyod, punk ass, you got a problem with the fan base. because they won't let you get away with that bull crap you be writing or you be spewing on UCSS. See, the Cleveland fan base, they wasn't jawing back at y'all like the CU aunties and the uncles do. You know, like the Shedeur fans that came over here with him from Colorado do. See, it's a lot of them. And they loud with it. And you don't want to deal with it. That's your biggest problem. But come on, we're going to let you lay your excuses down.
That a coach or teammate came out and said, he's a problem, I don't like that guy. On any player, in the moment.
Brandon Ayuk.
Y'all see G. Bush roll his eyes right there.
Like, well, listen, he's things like that. I think we get two things conflicted. We get what is Shedeur Sanders in the building to his coaches, to his teammates, to the people in the organization, and the things that surround Shedeur Sanders in the words and comments outside of the building in the internet spectrum, which can get a little back and forth.
When is the last time that a coach or teammate came out and said, he's a problem, I don't like that guy? On any player. In the moment.
Brandon Ayuk is taking the L right now.
And is he?
Have you seen?
And is he on the team? Is he going to be on the team?
Like, well, listen, he's trying to force his way off there.
I'm just saying, like, people in the moment aren't going to rock the boat. There's no point.
I don't know.
The boat.
I mean, the whole conversation is crazy. All this talk about trades, like, first of all, I don't know that he has any trade value right now.
None of their quarterbacks have trade value. Zach, do any of their quarterbacks have trade value?
No.
How come they don't have trade value? You don't know what a man's worth. You don't know what they talking and who they talking to inside that building. You just spewing shit. You don't know what they are. You don't know if people want them. You don't know if people called about them. But I do. But you don't know what's going on in there. You have no idea. You just think they're worthless because you don't want them here, because you don't want to have to deal with the onslaught that be coming your way.
I think we're talking about two different things here,
yeah.
Right? When the thought of facilitating a trade or how this will go. I mean, the Browns might completely think differently of Shedeur Sanders, or he might be in a different place 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now than he is right now. And we don't know. And the team is optimistic about his chances. But it is 100% fabricated that teams are calling to trade for. Why would we want to do that? He's competing for our starting job right now. So what might happen in late August is completely different than this absolute fabricated rumor that teams are trading for Shedeur.
See, and that's the biggest problem. Now that these trade rumors are gone, now it's, can Shedeur be a backup? We know it can be a backup. We saw it be a backup. So what are you talking about? This is why the Cleveland fan base be losing their mind. Y'all keep listening to people who don't know what the hell they talking about. There's three people who ain't never played football before. What we doing?
Calling about Shedeur Sanders because they're not. He was in the draft 15 months ago and he lasted until pick 144. The Browns got him. The Browns should develop him. He's shown signs. He has a chance to get his career on track here.
Right.
No team is trying to trade for him, and nobody knows how it's going to go.
Right. It's completely ridiculous. We talked about this the other day about the stupid rumor
and he should win the start. Like, he should be the starting quarterback.
Yes.
No one is just like, I would take him again. I would take him over Deshaun 1,000 times out of 1,000. But if they are adamant about starting Deshaun for whatever reason, and I don't know, like, that was all the indications we were getting for a really long time, was it was going to be.
No, he wasn't. That's just what Mary Kay said. You wasn't getting that indication at all. Nobody indicated that Deshaun was going to start. K-Sap, I'm going to have to call you back. I'm in the middle of making a video. Nobody told you that Deshaun was the starter but Mary Kay. Stop telling them lies.
Be Deshaun's job, then I don't know why you keep him. Why do you keep him? They're telling you what they think about him. If they trade Myles Garrett and they start Deshaun over him, then why are you bothering to keep him?
Gee, let me see. You agree with? Let me see if you agree with this. If Deshaun does win the job, that's at least a partial indictment on Shedeur. However,
no, it's not a partial indictment on Shedeur because there are varying interests on why Deshaun is going to start. I've laid it out a million times. if Deshaun starts, the question will always remain, is he better than Shedeur? Or is it because of promises kept? KSAP, I'm busy. Is it because of promises? We don't know. There's too many variables to say that. Deshaun is in his last year of his contract. They done paid the man $230+ million. Just because he starts before Shedeur don't mean he's better than Shedeur. Todd Monken might not want him to start, but the decision might come from above his head, and he ain't got no choice. So don't just say it's an indictment on Shedeur. Y'all make me sick.
However, Shedeur's journey in Cleveland or elsewhere is not over, correct?
Yeah, like if he starts, Deshaun Watson, I've said it all the time, if Deshaun Watson comes out and cooks, and he's playing well and they start him, Shedeur Sanders will sit behind Deshaun Watson, wait his turn to see if Deshaun Watson, what happens with it. And when he gets his opportunity, he'll go there and play to the best of his ability. I don't think it's any different from what he did last year. He was 4th on the depth chart. We take a look at Kenny Pickett being ahead of him. Joe Flacco was ahead of him. Dylan Gabriel was ahead of him. He played last out of all those guys. And then when he got his opportunity, he had some ups, he had some downs, but he showed some promise. They give him some track record to get to the point to this year where his name can be mentioned as a guy that's going to go compete. So I don't think Shedeur Sanders has shown anything in his character, anything in his rhetoric, anything in his past that says if he's going to be the backup or does not win the job, he's not going to go around and what he's going to do, flip tables over? I don't think that's his personality. Not just showing that.
Flip tables over. But to me,
Bull, you an idiot. All three of y'all sitting on them couch, sitting in them chairs. Y'all some damn idiots. Y'all know what the hell y'all talking about. How's it an indictment on Shedeur? Why would you want to trade Shedeur? Why should Shedeur? You know he better than Dylan Gabriel. You know he was drafted in the wrong position. And y'all trying to use that 5th round draft pick and hold it above his head. It's okay. Did you hold it above Tom Brady's head? Hold it above Aaron Rodgers' head. Did you hold it? Are you holding it above that guy's head over there in San Francisco when he was the very last person drafted in the draft, who is now a starting quarterback? Y'all need to stop. It's just anybody but Shedeur. And it's been that way since he's been here. Y'all mad about the fan base. Y'all ain't mad about the player because the player has done nothing but play football and be great at every other thing else he does. Y'all just mad.
They make the absurd decision to start Deshaun Watson. That's telling me all I need to know about what they think about Shedeur Sanders.
Absolutely.
That's how I see it. They don't think he's in. If you don't start him over Deshaun Watson, you don't think he's any good. What? There's no.
I'm going to give you one little gray area on that. Okay. And Todd Monken said this, and Travis Schweitzer, the offensive coordinator, said this. They said the play we will run more than any play we call is scramble. We know Monken had success with a mobile quarterback. The only thought and the only chance that Deshaun Watson has of winning the job is if they want to put in a run-first offense, a scramble-first offense, a mobile, quarterback offense. Right. That's the only way that he wins it. And Deshaun Watson sunk the ship, and he's been sunk for years. The Browns need to play Shedeur Sanders and evaluate Shedeur Sanders, but that's the way that Deshaun Watson wins the job.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think it's I don't think it's all or nothing hypothesis. I think that if Deshaun Watson is further ahead and he's better today, does not preclude Shedeur Sanders from still continuing on his journey, still continue to be in Todd Monken's offense and getting better. If he's been getting better from the point he was last year, and they say it's night and day, why would you not think with more time and more resources and more time to sit and watch? Why, when you believe that he can still take leaps and bounds and still continue to get better? That's part of what being a young player is.
Because, if he's being honest about Shedeur improving, then Shedeur should play.
No, Shedeur should not play if they want Deshaun to play. Y'all done said a million times that if the doggone Jimmy Haslam say he wants Deshaun to play, then that's who's gonna play. Now all of a sudden, if Shedeur doesn't start, it's an indictment on Shedeur. Shedeur is not ready. Stop with this bull crap, man. Y'all keep throwing stuff at the wall to see if it's gonna stick. Y'all look like idiots. The same thing G said last Saturday. Y'all sound and look like complete idiots spewing this nonsense all over the place. I understand why the Cleveland fan base is upset, depressed. They feel deprived because they have a media source who has been spewing them nothing but garbage and bull crap for the last 30 years. We've been covering Cleveland for 2 years. And this is the worst media outlet I have ever seen. Now, we talk about the Dallas Cowboys. We talk about Alabama. But this right here in Feinbaum was bad. I lived that. But this right here is absolutely awful. Cleveland fans, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to deal with this.
Terrible. Deshaun Watson's been a terrible football player for 6 years. He's not been any good for 6 years. He's not going to.
Deshaun Watson been hurt for the last 4 years. Injured. Kaput. Incapacitated. We're finna see if he is still an athlete. Still see if he got it in him. See, y'all hate Deshaun, but y'all don't like Deshaun because of the football stuff. Y'all like Deshaun because of the other stuff. That's why y'all don't want Deshaun. Deshaun ain't played a full season. He ain't made it through 6-7 games. Don't be mad at Deshaun because his body didn't hold up. Don't be mad at Sean because he got paid $230+ million. Be mad at Jimmy Haslam for giving it to him. Because he was going to Atlanta. And Jimmy told Andrew Berry, go down there, guarantee his full contract, give him this. Don't be mad at Andrew Berry. Andrew Berry was following orders. He got the green light. Andrew Berry can't guarantee green light, guarantee $230+ million. All of it? He can't do that. Jimmy has to do that. So don't blame this on Andrew Berry and don't try to tear down Deshaun because his body didn't gave out on him. They finna give him one more shot. And I hope he go ball out. Then I hope Shedeur ball out. And you hit the deal with Shedeur for the next 5 years. And all of you gonna be sitting up there sucking your teeth because you ain't gonna know what to say. Because all you said was he need to go. Then how you gonna cheer him on when he winning? Because neither one of you are gonna swallow your pride and say you was wrong. Y'all stupid.
To be here next year.
Right.
He looked terrible in all the offseason camps. It's just crazy. To me, there's no reason to play Deshaun Watson. It's just nuts at this point.
That is the reason you have a competition. Because right now, what we're talking about is everybody's headcanon. Everybody thinks about this person or thinks about Deshaun or thinks about Shedeur. The great way to find out about these things in terms of a football player is actually putting pads on them, sending them out against an opponent, and then actually seeing how they do. That's the problem when we talk football in June and July. There's no data. So what we want to do, the football people, we like data. I want to see Deshaun Watson in preseason. I want to see Shedeur Sanders in preseason. And guess who else wants to see it? Everybody in the organization and the team. So we can have a better assessment come in August when the players get on, and we can watch it all in front of the TV.
Gee, people got a little upset about the data last year. People were very.
We didn't get upset about the data. We got upset about the treatment. Not the data. We got upset about the treatment. The mistreatment. Boy, y'all know y'all, boy. Y'all some dope.
Very worked up about the data.
Hey man, listen, I like data, man. I like the data that says actually Shedeur Sanders is a better scrambler than Deshaun Watson. You see that graphic? I got that graphic. Yeah, yards per carry, scramble yards. I also like the graphic that Shedeur Sanders has thrown for 300 yards. You know who has not in the Browns jersey? Deshaun Watson. I like numbers.
Deshaun Watson is terrible with football.
I'm just saying. I
shouldn't
only
be
can
playing.
get a number. I can only get a numbers.
It's June 25th, 2026. Was the Browns quarterback room better a year ago than it is today, or is it in better shape now?
Oh, it's in way better shape this year. Way better shape. First and foremost,
I thoroughly disagree. Last year you had a proven NFL starter in Joe Flacco.
What? Joe Flacco?
Lord have mercy. This man said last year's quarterback room was better than this year's quarterback room. Why? Because Joe Flacco, what did you see Joe Flacco do last year in Cleveland? Well, y'all stupid. Shedeur did better than Joe Flacco did in Cleveland last season. Shedeur did better than Dylan Gabriel did in Cleveland last season. I'm sorry. Did y'all watch the game? I know y'all get paid to do this, but did you watch the game? I know y'all want to go by stats, but there's one stat you keep leaving out when it comes to Shedeur, and that's the win column. Because when Joe Flacco was quarterbacking, you wasn't winning. When Dylan Gabriel was quarterbacking, you wasn't winning. You didn't even stand a chance. You was getting blown out. You won one game because of Quinshon Judkins, because he ran the ball up and down the field on Miami. See, that's the one stat that you attribute to a quarterback that you don't want to give to this quarterback. It's the ones that he W's on the board. If y'all want to talk about EPA and QBR and interceptions, talk about the wins. Talk about them 2 losses that the defense gave up. Talk about that Tennessee loss that the coach gave up. That could have been in the win column. That loss to the Bills could have been in the win column. Talk about that. But see, y'all ain't got nothing positive to say. Y'all want to quote the bull crap, the things that make him seem to be less than. But when you gonna tell it all. Don't tell the part that's just gonna make you somewhat look like you know what you're talking about. Tell the whole damn picture. Come on, Bush. Scorekeeper.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I think the quarterback room is better. Because I think you got a way better play caller calling the plays. You look at what Joe Flacco was here. He was a starter, and he struggled. They benched him, and then he went to Cincinnati and threw for like 600 in the first day. I said, dang, it's like that? Hey, look, I'm just saying, I look at it like this. Dylan Gabriel got to play 6 games. So if Dylan Gabriel was a starter at some point, and now Dylan Gabriel is now the 3rd quarterback fighting to be the 4th quarterback, that would mean that the new coaching staff believes that those guys ahead of him are better than him. Therefore, it would make it seem like the quarterback room is better.
Yeah, but they're not, because Deshaun Watson's just a terrible waste of time.
Yeah, there you go. Deshaun Watson just a terrible waste of time.
Like, it just is. It's just over for him.
They just hate Deshaun, dog. They hate Shedeur, but they hate Deshaun even worse. They don't want neither one of them to have a chance. But if they got to settle for one, they'll settle for Shedeur. Y'all people in Cleveland, y'all got a piece of work. Mary Kay be lying. Darryl Ryder be lying. Anthony Lima be hating. Y'all, it's just real in the field in Cleveland. I see why y'all be mad, but y'all be listening to this bull crap.
I'm not, listen, hey, look, I ain't the Deshaun Watson. I put the cape on. I told you, man, listen, I said he was going to get 4,500. He ain't getting none of them 4,500. He got not one of them 4,500 yards. I'm still talking about that. But look, man, the thing that I am saying is I'm optimistic because of 2 things. I'm optimistic because I think a lot of these young players are going to take a leap from year 1 to year 2. I think the offensive line is going to be better. I think the receiving core is better. I think the concepts are better. I think the maturation in the competition will push Shedeur Sanders in this camp. And I think Am I going to sit here and say that they're going to get 12, 13 wins? No, but can I imagine them getting 7, 8 wins and being highly competitive in some of these games and being fun to watch? Yeah, I could see that, because I've seen some of the testament and already the early dividends in that, and some guys like Denzel Boston and the rest of the guys. So I'll see, but I do agree with you, Zach. I see no reason. To me, I would go with Shedeur Sanders. I would play him. You guys know that. But I'm also a former football player, and I understand about having to go out there and win your job and do it in front of your teammates to solidify in the coaching staff. So for me, let the
All I'm saying is, that's why they called G. Bush today. Because you have heard nothing of substance from Adam and Bull. You've heard nothing from Jason Llyod. All they said is he don't belong. He shouldn't be here. He can't play. They ain't given you nothing. They ain't told you why he can't play. They haven't told you why they can't be here. They haven't told you why anything. They have been very minimal on everything that G. Bush has been long-winded about. They haven't given you anything of substance because they can't. That's why they call G. That's why they call Bush. So they can make it through this hour. Because they show was dead. He said it when he got on. Y'all dead. Y'all ain't got no energy. What y'all doing? Because they don't know what the hell they talking about. They can't carry the conversation. And Zach Jackson, he can carry the conversation, but for what? When everybody got the same talking point. You have no opposition. You have no middleman. You have no middle ground. All three of them sitting right there saying the same thing. Idiots. We're going to get ready to wrap this up. Come on, Bush.
Competition began, and I'm excited to see.
All right, G. Bush. We'll see you. You're on tomorrow, right?
I am on tomorrow. We'll pull up on you guys, man.
All right, we'll see you.
Thank you so much for bringing me in.
Hopefully we'll have more energy tomorrow for you.
Yeah, hey, bring your energy. Eat your carrots. Take a juice box. I need you. Get the graham cracker squares. Get it together, guys.
I didn't eat anything this morning. Maybe that's why I'm a little low on energy. Thanks, G. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Big ass shout out to the scorekeeper.
I'm the scorekeeper. Got the whole town listen. G. Bush. Yeah. I'm the scorekeeper. Got the whole crowd with me. G.
Big ass shout out to G. Bush for going by and doing the doggone thing on UCSS and just setting the record straight and putting some substance in the building. Because Jason Llyod, Adam and Bull, they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't bringing you nothing. They ain't gave you no answer to nothing. G. Bush gotta hold it down. You go in there and fire it up, shut it down, and walk off the stage with the mic drop. Because they can't tell you why they don't like Deshaun. Why Deshaun shouldn't start. They can't tell you why Shedeur shouldn't be there. Because we heard Jason Llyod repeating the same crap over and over since last year. Since November, Jason Llyod been saying the same thing. He ain't got nobody on the inside now. Can't nobody give him no information. So he's stuck. He can't say nothing but the same. I got another video coming. I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove to you. Jason Llyod ain't got nothing. Saying the same shit. The exact same shit. He been saying it since November. He has nothing. It is what it is, man. Y'all know what to do. We finna get out of here. Your boy been dropping these long videos. I got another one. I don't think it's gonna be that long. It might be. I don't know. But it really don't matter. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit all the buttons. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit all the buttons. Hit the like button, follow button, subscribe button, comment, Do all the things. Go down there at the bottom and hype your boy up. Do what we do. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Y'all have a beautiful day. But we not done. So stick around. Because we got another banger coming. You know what I'm saying? Go watch the K-Sap Auntie Faye video or something, you know, till my next one pop out. Because it will pop out. But I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Hey, one love. Peace out. Big Snacks is in the building. Big Snacks, baby. Let go.
Big snacks, big snacks, big snacks, big snacks, big snacks. Let's go. Big snacks, big snacks, yeah. Big snacks, big snacks. Before you go, hit that like and subscribe. Join the family, come along for the ride. Sports, culture, life, yeah, we talk it all. From the Browns to the Buffs, every rise and fall. See you aunties, I appreciate the love. Big snacks in the building, man. It's all aboard. G. Bush, K-Sap, Auntie Faye in the mix, Mag Dog TV, Money Man, that's the click. Hey, hit that bell, ding, don't miss a thing. Hey, leave a comment, talk to me at your voice ring. Let's go. Share with your people, share with your crew. If you're rocking with big snacks, rocking with you. Big snacks, sport, culture, life. Big snacks, we getting it tonight. Big snacks, the movement too strong. Big snacks, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Hey! It gets dangerous. See you aunties, Ground Station, Buff Nation, your boy Snacks. Big snacks, baby, we go. Let's go.